Look at the state of the world. They're dropping bombs on kids. And they tell you, oh, there's a tunnel under there.
Yeah, where
Bro, come on,
the
bro.
enemies are.
Like. So the whole area is just massive tunnels. That's what it's at this
My
point.
thing is too is like they say that they're because they're hostages there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But how the fuck are the bombs going to help in that situation?
That's what I'm saying. But to somebody else, it makes sense. Your hostages are there, but you're so reckless in your actions that you're dropping these bombs.
Right, you could have killed your own hostages.
Yeah. And what sense would that make?
Right.
But it's okay.
Right, but it makes sense. But
you would say that the enemy did it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kill your own people and say the enemy did it.
Meanwhile, they definitely have the capabilities to infiltrate and go in and do it a different way.
Of course.
They could have gotten the hostages. I'm sure they could have gotten the hostages.
If they wanted to.
Yeah.
But that don't suit their agenda.
Right. Because aren't they also causing wars
throughout the whole region?
Yeah. And let's be frank, Israel, right? Like
Yeah. You could call them what they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no denying what they are and who they are and what their agenda is, and you can't be politically correct, and you just have to have a moral high ground.
Because how can you not see that?
Yeah, you just have to call it what it is.
A spade.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And their goal is just to spread around the region. Like, they're not satisfied with being a state. They want to be a country.
Right.
They want to have massive land. They want to have, like, their own vision of what that place should be.
Right.
And work on that vision in a way that they could manifest it and really see it, and they do not care who they have to stamp over, you know what I mean?
Mm.
And anybody that says otherwise is just fooling themselves. They're getting paid, because I saw something like they're paying people just to speak positive about the negative, and money trumps a lot of moral obligations that people have. So that's between them and God at the end of the day, but believe me, like I said in the last podcast, if you go back and watch it, that it's going to get worse. This is just the beginning, you know what I mean? Because in our religion, it's already told us how far it will go. And we understand how far it will go. But for a lot of people that don't know the religion, wouldn't understand how far it's going to go. It's not stopping nowhere now.
So how far can it go?
It said that, Mecca?
Mm-hmm.
That they will go all the way to Mecca. They will go all the way to Mecca, and that's when they're going to be stopped. Because that's where the house of God is, in Mecca. That's where Muslims go to do their pilgrimage.
Right.
So they say it's going to go all the way there. And that's when Muslims is going to finally wake up. Right now they're sleeping. A lot of people say a lot of things, but all these Muslim leaders are sleeping. I mean, and they'll wake up one day. We'll wake up one day. They say they're doing what they have to do, but they're not doing enough. But one day they'll wake up, and that right now they just have to answer for their actions, because country divided is easy to conquer. You know what I mean? We're brothers. No matter what color, what form, what shape we come in, we all brothers.
For real.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When one bleed, we all bleed. You know what I mean? But one day they're gonna wake up, and one day they're gonna understand that, you know what I mean, enough is enough. Palestine is a graveyard, decimated.
You're like, what is Palestine?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To a point where it's not even Palestine no more. It's just rubbles. It's rubbles. It's a lot of hunger, a lot of farming, a lot of people dying. You know what I mean? You just have to be human to understand that a heart is a heart.
Yeah.
And when that heart start beating, it's no more. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you got to be heartless if you don't see what's going on down there. You got to be completely heartless.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, man, if that comes to your door today, you're going to feel different. You know what I mean?
If it happened to your mother, if it happened
Yeah.
to your daughter, if
You
it
know what I
happened to
mean?
your loved one,
You're going to feel different.
so different.
You know what I mean? You say your problem is with one group of people. Why everybody got to pay for it? Why everybody living there got to pay for it? If my problem was with you, I'm going to take down your whole block.
Right. Doesn't make sense.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, make it make sense.
Right.
You point me in that direction, but your agenda is bigger than that. It's just that people need to wake up, man. A lot of people, they content with it because, you know, because they hate Muslims. They hate Muslims. They do not really understand the core of what Muslims stand for. They judge solely on the narrative and the agenda that's been pushed their whole life.
Because of 9/11. They tie it to they tie it.
They find ways to tie it, you know what I mean? But then in the end, everything will come to light, man. In the end, everything will come to light. You know? And what you once hate, you grow to love.
It's a fact.
I'm telling you, bro. The more you understand Muslims, the more you understand Islam, you'll see things differently. You've known me for how long?
Mad long. Yo, but you've always had that same spirit too, and you treat others like they were your brother, yo, I remember that to this day from the last podcast that we did, that you said that was the first time in your life that you ever felt like that you didn't feel that way when you were because you used to be Christian.
Yeah.
That you didn't feel that way when you went to a Christian church, but when you went to a mosque, you felt like, yo, these people were like my brothers, like you were like they were there for you, like welcoming with open arms in a different way.
Yeah.
Which I can only feel like it really does resonate because you are that way in your own life, you know. So like if that is the practice that is giving that into society, what is wrong with that? There isn't anything wrong with that.
I am a version of my religion. I'm not going to say I practice it to the T, but I understand the core values and what it teaches, and I try to be an example. You know what I mean?
Right.
And if you feel like something is wrong with me, like the way I come off or something,
right.
Believe me, bro, we all have flaws.
Yeah.
We're not perfect.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could try to live up to a standard, but I'm going to fall short. But if you hold me for my shortcomings, you're never going to understand the true essence of my being. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody is perfect.
It's true.
And for you to look at the next man too and judge him, you got to be perfect. You got to be perfect.
Right.
Or you just like don't even understand your own flaws.
Right, yeah, to even internalize that into society.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Nobody's perfect.
Nah.
There's somebody that walk out their house happy as hell in the morning, and somebody that walk out depressed.
That's fuck.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just how life is.
You
know what I mean? Some people just channel their energy differently. You know? Somebody might say something to you, but they don't mean it. They're just going through shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But you internalize it differently because you're in your own life.
Yeah.
You're like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just the world we live in today. We gotta have more understanding. We just have to understand each other better. If we only see one or three things the way that we see it, we're not gonna see nothing else outside of that. We're not gonna accept nothing else outside of that. We need to have a third eye to just see things differently. We just cannot only lean on to how we want things.
Right.
You know, this world needs to change, man, and it's not going to.